The rap world is in shock. 50 Cent just went off like never before, throwing major accusations at none other than LL Cool J. Fans are calling it the most explosive moment in hip-hop this year. What started as a casual interview quickly turned into a full-blown drama explosion, with 50 Cent accusing LL of lying about ghostwriting. Yes, the very claim that has divided the streets for years. 50 Cent didn't hold back. He called out LL Cool J in front of cameras, leaving the audience stunned and questioning everything they thought they knew about the legendary rapper. The energy was electric, every word felt like a dagger straight into the heart of hip-hop history. Viewers everywhere are reacting, memes are flooding the internet, and the comments section is on fire. People are asking, can LL Cool J recover from this? Is 50 Cent right, or is this another chapter in the never-ending rap feud saga? One thing is for sure, this confrontation is shaking the industry to its core. From secret ghostwriting claims to accusations of disrespect, the tension between these two icons is now undeniable. Hip-hop fans are on the edge of their seats, waiting for LL's response, while 50 Cent proves once again why he's never afraid to speak the truth, no matter who's in the spotlight. This is more than drama, it's a wake-up call to the entire rap game. The moment 50 Cent stepped into the interview, the energy in the room changed instantly. Cameras were rolling, fans were watching, and every hip-hop head knew something was about to go down. From the very first sentence, 50 Cent's tone was sharp, deliberate, and unmistakably serious. He wasn't here to play games. "You know what's been bothering me?" he started, eyes narrowing. "LL Cool J has been out here lying for years, claiming he's the most important rapper ever? That's cute, but the streets know the truth." The host tried to interject, casually tossing in questions about new music and legacy, but 50 Cent wasn't having it. Every response circled back to the accusation, ghostwriting. He laid it out plainly, with no hesitation. "You can't just stand on a stage and claim legends wrote for you when everyone knows the receipts don't match up," he said, the weight of his words making the room tense. Listeners could almost feel the sting of every syllable. He didn't stop there. 50 went deep into LL's past albums, pointing out tracks where, according to him, the writing credits didn't line up with the work he claimed to have done. Fans watching online were immediately spamming the live chat with emojis of shock, disbelief, and fire. Some were cheering 50 on, others defending LL, but one thing was clear: this was bigger than a simple feud. It was an exposure moment, a moment that could rewrite a part of rap history if the allegations held water. Then came the twist. 50 didn't just accuse LL of lying about ghostwriting, he accused him of disrespecting the culture itself. "You can't talk about being the greatest, about shaping hip-hop, if you've been taking credit for what others wrote. That's not legacy, that's theft," he said, his voice cutting through the tension like a knife. The room went silent. Even the crew filming couldn't hide their reactions, some glancing at each other, some nodding at the truth they were hearing. The internet exploded within minutes. Clips of the confrontation were uploaded to TikTok, Instagram Reels, and YouTube Shorts. Hashtags like hashtag 50 Cent vs LL, hashtag rap drama, and hashtag ghostwriting exposed started trending immediately. Fans from all over the world started debating, sharing screenshots of old album credits and replaying 50 Cent's words over and over. Some argued LL could respond with receipts of his own, while others sided firmly with 50 Cent, claiming this was a long overdue call-out. Meanwhile, 50 Cent continued, delving into specific incidents from studio sessions, behind-the-scenes stories, and unreleased tracks, all suggesting LL's claims of self-written hits were exaggerated. He even mentioned interactions with other rap legends, painting a picture where LL's influence might have been overstated in public narratives. The tension was palpable. Every mention of a name, every story shared, seemed to fan the flames higher. But 50 Cent wasn't done. He brought up the impact on younger artists. "When someone like LL Cool J lies about this stuff, it sends the wrong message to the next generation," he said, pointing directly to the camera. "It's about respect, about giving credit where it's due. Hip-hop is built on truth, struggle, and authenticity, not stories made to inflate your ego." Fans watching could sense that this wasn't just a personal attack, it was a lesson in accountability, delivered in the rawest way possible. And 50 Cent knew the stakes. He had built his own legacy carefully, combining business, street credibility, and musical success, so calling out someone else for dishonesty wasn't just brave, it was strategic. The message was clear: truth matters, even at the top of the game. Midway through the interview, the tension hit its peak. 50 Cent paused, looked directly at the host, then at the camera, and said something that would send shockwaves across social media. "I'm tired of people rewriting history to suit their image. Hip-hop is bigger than any one ego. Do you want respect? Earn it. Don't steal it. And don't disrespect the ones who paved the way." The room was electric. Some viewers described feeling chills watching the clip, while fans debated in real time whether LL Cool J would respond or stay silent. Analysts on hip-hop blogs and forums were already breaking down 50 Cent's claims, line by line, credit by credit. Some were skeptical, some were convinced, but the drama was undeniable. By the end of the segment, 50 Cent had not only called out LL, but reminded the audience why he remained one of the most feared, respected, and unfiltered voices in hip-hop. No punches were pulled, no words were sugar-coated. This wasn't just about ghostwriting, it was about integrity, reputation, and the truth of hip-hop culture itself. Fans kept talking long after the interview ended. Clips went viral. Articles were written. Forums exploded. And while LL Cool J had not responded yet, the streets, the blogs, and the online community were buzzing. Everyone knew this confrontation would be remembered, debated, and replayed for years to come. One thing was clear: 50 Cent had struck a nerve, and the entire hip-hop world was watching. The question now wasn't just about ghostwriting claims. It was about legacy, about respect, about who really owns the story of rap. And with 50 Cent delivering this scorching, unfiltered narrative, the drama was far from over. The fallout from 50 Cent's explosive interview with LL Cool J's allegations was immediate. Social media was ablaze. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube were all flooded with clips, memes, and heated debates. Every hip-hop fan and critic had an opinion, and everyone seemed to have receipts they were ready to drop. Within hours, hashtags like hashtag 50 Cent vs. LL, hashtag RapTruth, and hashtag HipHopExposed were trending globally. Inside the studio, 50 Cent sat back with a calm confidence that only someone of his stature could pull off. He knew the storm he had unleashed would not only dominate headlines, but also put the hip-hop community on edge. People want authenticity. They want real talk, he muttered to his team, sipping from a bottle of water. This isn't just about me or LL. It's about the culture. And some people just don't get that. Meanwhile, online reactions grew more heated by the minute. Fans were dissecting old albums, comparing credits, and even sharing screenshots of interviews from decades ago. Many were siding with 50 Cent, claiming he had exposed a truth that had been hiding in plain sight for years. Others defended LL, insisting that his legacy spoke for itself and that 50's accusations were nothing more than jealousy. Amid this chaos, hip-hop analysts began breaking down every line 50 had spoken. Podcasts and YouTube channels picked up clips, replaying the most shocking moments on repeat. Headlines read things like, 50 Cent calls out LL Cool J for years of lies, and ghostwriting allegations rock hip-hop world. The conversation wasn't just about music, it was about credibility, respect, and power in the rap industry. 50 Cent didn't stop at public statements. Over the next few days, he began reaching out to other artists and insiders who could corroborate parts of his claims. These weren't just casual conversations. These were strategic moves to back up his narrative and maintain control of the story. It was clear that this was more than a feud, it was a calculated exposure campaign. In the streets, the reaction was just as intense. Hip-hop fans debated at record stores, in car meetups, and on street corners, referencing lyrics and studio sessions to argue for or against 50 Cent's claims. Some rappers even started weighing in on social media, subtly commenting without fully taking sides, adding fuel to the fire. Every interaction, every post, only amplified the tension. Then came the leaks. Unverified snippets of studio footage allegedly showing LL Cool J in the recording booth circulated online. Whether authentic or not, These clips intensified the debate, and the internet erupted with speculation. 50 Cent remained silent on these leaks, letting the buzz grow organically. He understood that silence can sometimes hit harder than words. During interviews, 50 Cent continued to frame the story around hip-hop integrity. "This isn't a personal attack," he explained to one podcast host. "It's about making sure the culture isn't misrepresented. If someone takes credit for work they didn't do, that's not just disrespectful, it's dangerous for the next generation. Kids look up to these legends. They need to see honesty, not inflated stories." This strategic positioning earned him even more respect from certain circles. Hardcore fans and underground rappers began rallying around him, praising him for speaking truth and protecting the integrity of hip-hop. Even some mainstream outlets couldn't ignore the narrative, publishing thin pieces analyzing the implications of ghostwriting accusations in the modern rap industry. But the drama didn't end with words. Clips of heated confrontations between 50 Cent and his rivals resurfaced, providing context for his unfiltered demeanor. Fans dissected these moments, connecting dots between past conflicts and his current accusations. It was as if every event in his career had been a build-up to this moment, an unrelenting storm that now had the entire hip-hop community talking. In response, LL Cool J finally broke his silence, but not in the way anyone expected. Instead of directly countering 50 Cent's claims, he released a cryptic statement praising the culture, the fans, and the legacy of hip-hop itself. It was polite, indirect, and calculated. This move only heightened curiosity. Fans speculated endlessly about whether he was avoiding confrontation or planning a more significant response. Meanwhile, industry insiders began dropping hints on social media, teasing that more revelations were coming. Rumors spread that other rap legends might weigh in, potentially corroborating 50 Cent's allegations or contradicting them. The uncertainty kept fans glued to every post, every comment, every video snippet. The story had evolved beyond a simple feud into a full-blown cultural event. As the days passed, 50 Cent's team worked tirelessly to ensure his side of the story dominated the conversation. Exclusive clips were released, highlighting his most damning points. Social media accounts dedicated to hip-hop gossip continuously referenced his words, framing him as the ultimate truth-teller. Engagement skyrocketed. Views, shares, and comments exploded. Even sponsors and brand partners started taking notice. Some saw the drama as an opportunity, while others were cautious. But for 50 Cent, the focus remained on credibility and legacy, not profit. Every move was intentional, every statement measured, and every interview a piece of the larger narrative. The world had witnessed more than just a confrontation. It had seen the power of influence, the weight of truth, and the explosive impact of calling out legends. The story was far from over, but 50 Cent had clearly shifted the conversation. The hip-hop world would never view LL Cool J or ghostwriting accusations the same way again. Fans were left in suspense, waiting for the next chapter in what had become one of the most talked-about sagas in recent rap history. The streets were buzzing, the blogs were ablaze, and the entire internet was watching. 50 Cent had set the stage for a showdown that could redefine legacy, respect, and authenticity in hip-hop for years to come. And while part 2 of this story was ending, the drama was only growing bigger, louder, and more shocking than anyone could have anticipated. The aftermath of 50 Cent's public call-out of LL Cool J continued to ripple through the hip-hop world like a shockwave. The streets, the blogs, the podcasts, everything was alive with speculation, debate, and outright chaos. Every fan had an opinion, and every artist had a story. The tension wasn't just online, it was real-life energy spilling into every corner of the culture. Industry insiders whispered about private meetings behind closed doors. Some claimed executives were scrambling to manage the narrative. Labels were concerned, not about the feud itself, but about the potential fallout on careers and reputations. Meanwhile, 50 Cent's camp remained strategic. Every social media post, every subtle interview, and every clip released was calculated to maintain dominance in the conversation. It wasn't just a clash, it was a masterclass in controlling a story. Fans weren't just watching, they were participating. Memes flooded the timeline, analyzing every angle, every facial expression, every word ever spoken by both rappers. Clips from decades-old interviews resurfaced, showing moments that now carried new meaning. The conversation had evolved from a single accusation to a full-blown cultural movement, questioning the authenticity of legends, the credibility of icons, and the very foundation of respect in hip-hop. In the streets of New York, debates raged at record stores, in barbershops, and on street corners. Young rappers cited 50 Cent's confrontation as a lesson in accountability. Veterans quietly nodded, knowing the tension exposed truths some had avoided discussing for years. The feud had become more than a story. It was a mirror reflecting the power dynamics in hip-hop, challenging who really held influence, respect, and legacy. Then came the interviews from peers. Artists who had been silent for years started speaking, carefully dropping insights that either confirmed or questioned 50 Cent's claims. While no one fully committed to picking a side, the hints and subtle nods fueled the drama. Every comment sparked threads, debates, and viral moments. It was like watching history unfold in real time, as each perspective layered new complexity onto an already explosive narrative. Social media platforms became battlefields. Twitter threads grew into mini-documentaries. TikTok clips dissected lyrics and studio sessions. Instagram Reels showed fans reacting live to every snippet. Engagements exploded. Everyone wanted to be part of the conversation, to claim they were in the know, and to weigh in on the legacy of two of hip-hop's biggest icons. Meanwhile, 50 Cent remained calm but vigilant. He knew the storm was far from over. His team continued releasing content strategically, behind-the-scenes glimpses of his career, commentary from allies, and subtle digs that kept attention fixed firmly on him. Every move was about narrative control, shaping the conversation before anyone else could. The tension reached a fever pitch when rumors emerged about a possible direct response from LL Cool J. Fans speculated endlessly. Would he defend himself publicly? Would he release music addressing the accusations? Or would he continue to let 50 Cent dominate the story? The uncertainty kept everyone on edge, driving engagement higher than ever. Meanwhile, mainstream media began covering the story with unprecedented attention. Entertainment shows, news outlets, and even international publications reported on the feud, framing it not just as a personal clash, but as a critical commentary on credibility and legacy in music history. Hip-hop culture had become headline news, and 50 Cent had succeeded in turning a single accusation into a worldwide spectacle. The story didn't just stay online. Word of mouth, interviews, and public reactions amplified the tension even further. Every new insight, every teased detail, and every fan theory added fuel to the fire. The feud had transcended social media. It had become a defining cultural moment, sparking debates about authenticity, artistry, and respect that would continue for years. By the end, it was clear that this saga would leave a lasting imprint. 50 Cent had reshaped the narrative, challenging fans and artists alike to question what they believed about the legends they revered. LL Cool J's legacy, while still monumental, now carried an additional layer of scrutiny. Fans were left asking the same question: what is real, and who gets to decide the truth? The story concluded with the streets, vlogs, and social feeds buzzing endlessly. Clips from the feud, interviews, and reactions were being replayed on loop. Memes, debates, and think pieces flooded the internet. For 50 Cent, it was a victory not only in terms of exposure, but in demonstrating the power of narrative, authenticity, and influence in hip-hop. The drama had reached its peak, but its impact would echo for years to come. Even as the final chapters of this saga were written, the culture itself had shifted. Fans, artists, and industry professionals now understood the stakes of credibility, the weight of legacy, and the power of speaking truth, even when it shakes the foundation of the music world. And while the story of 50 Cent versus LL Cool J might have reached a conclusion in public view, the ripples of this clash would shape discussions in hip-hop culture indefinitely, leaving everyone waiting for the next seismic moment in rap history. Yo, if you thought this saga was wild, just wait, because the story doesn't end here. Right now, you're witnessing hip-hop history unfold, and you need to be part of this conversation. I want to hear from you, yes, you. Do you think 50 Cent exposed the truth, or is LL Cool J still untouchable? Drop your opinions in the comments below because the streets, the blogs, and the feeds are buzzing nonstop, and every perspective matters. And don't just watch, engage, share, and debate. Send this video to your friends, your crew, anyone who lives and breathes hip-hop drama. Let them see the story that's shaking the entire culture. Every like, every comment, every share amplifies this saga, pushes it further, and puts you right in the middle of the conversation. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that button now. Turn on the notification bell because we're dropping exclusive reactions, behind-the-scenes breakdowns, and more explosive stories that you won't find anywhere else. Trust me, you do not want to miss the next chapter. Hip-hop isn't just music, it's culture, it's legacy, and it's about knowing the truth behind the legends. So make your voice heard. Comment, share, and subscribe, because this is only the beginning. And remember, when the next shock drops, you'll want to be the first to see it.